Welcome everybody, Paddock show for event 7. Well, this is Wera Tools British Kart Championships. We're going to start, as we always do in 2025, with the Wera Tools Wheel Change Challenge. Tonight's contestant, Ricky Williams Mabs. Ricky, Louis' dad, or just Ricky Williams. Are you ready for the challenge?
Well, I've got to be, haven't I, really? So, probably be the slowest, but we'll see. We'll see. I thought I'd give it a go. I've seen it on the other guys do it, so might be have half a chance.
There's a very important job. Louis, can you press the button to set your dad off in when we're under starters orders? Limber up, ready to go. Right, here we go. The Williams Mabs effort for the Wera Tools Wheel Change Challenge. I'll get my words out eventually. In 3, 2, 1, go. Louis, come round. We'll have a little chat about your race day whilst your dad's changing the wheels. So it's very straightforward for those of you who've not watched it before. Dries off, wet's on, no loose tyres, the wet's nipped up, ready to race. Do you think your dad can beat that 3 minutes 14 from Ansel Murray back at Dunk as well?
If he can, that'd be impressive, but probably not.
Your privateer effort, so your dad does everything. I know you were changing, trying out lots of different settings yesterday. A bit of up and down business along the way. How's today gone?
It's just gone really bad. Just not that good. Just have no power in all the sessions. Just always at the back today. Hopefully we can change that tomorrow.
Engine problems. Engine problems. What do you think of this circuit? Is it one you enjoy? It's been a while since I have raced here.
It's a great track. I actually last year won the club championship and the K-plate. I did have the lap record until it got broken, but I really like this track and it's one of my favourites.
And the weather's good this weekend, isn't it?
Very good.
Your dad's pretty handy on the tools, I can see. He's gone with an interesting tactic. We haven't seen this one yet this year. The Wera Joker, normally people tend to put it in its vertical position to do the finger tightening, but we've fully disconnected. An interesting technique. I wonder if there's been a bit of pre-planning that's gone on here. So far, 1 minute 27 seconds, and we're nearly one wheel in. But it's best time so far, 3:14. Am I still second?
You are still second.
How am I still second? God, these people are terrible.
They've not been practicing. That's what it's been.
I didn't practice.
They've not been thinking it through.
Right, where are we? What's it? 1 minute 40.
I think we've got a shot here.
Yeah, I reckon
we've got a shot at a very good time because we've already got half of the work done, and we've not hit the 2 minute window yet. Is your dad doing a good job?
Yeah, I think he can beat Ansel.
Do you trust your dad when it suddenly goes from dry to wet, or wet to dry? Is he normally one of the first with all the wheels and tyres on and off?
Yes.
It's encouragement from your son there.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Louis.
How are you finding it so far?
I'm finding it all right,
It's a lot easier with a buzz gun, but that's not the challenge.
I was hoping to use the buzz gun, but anyway.
No, that's not the rules. That's not the rules. That's the challenge part of the Wera Tools Wheel Change Challenge.
We'll get it eventually by the time we get to the end of the season.
There's a lot of syllables in there.
There are.
There's a lot of syllables.
This won't be our only challenge today as well, because I think we've got Rocco Leach. And Rocco, are you going to have a go? Yeah. He's going to have a go as well.
Oh, we're nearly there.
I think this still could be a good time here.
Yeah.
2 minutes 30, 3 minutes 14 is the time to beat.
Three nuts to go.
You've got about 3 nuts to do in 30 seconds, Ricky.
Yeah. They have to be tight. I will check them.
Oh, this is going to be close.
This is going to be very close.
2 minutes 45.
It's okay.
30 seconds.
Please do not swear.
How long? 20 seconds or so. 25 seconds.
It's going to be tight. They must be tight, remember?
Yeah.
I'll be verifying this. I'm liking the power stance you've got going on here. All right, the fastest time is
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Stop.
Hit the button, hit the button. Oh, there we go. It is. 309. I'm going to give you double the mics.
I'll double mic. Congratulations. I don't think we need any judicials on that. I think that was pretty textbook if you ask me.
Louis, come on.
Oh, here we go. We got the height. Wait, hang on. Let's get that on the camera again. What's this? We got a nice little insider handshake there. You proud of your dad?
Yes.
How are you going to repay him tomorrow?
With a win.
Yeah.
With a win. There we go. Right. So Ricky Williams taking the top spot provisionally. Of course, there's still plenty of wheel change challenges to go, but Andrew's having a bit of teething problems here. Can't get it off.
Rocco, you're not beating.
Next up, we're going to have Rocco Leon Shenton.
Oh, Louis.
There we go. Look at that.
Come on, boy.
There we go. I'll give you a mic back.
I chewed all my nails away at Kart Masters last week. That was the most difficult bit of it. Right, 3 minutes 9 seconds is now the new benchmark, but we've got another challenger.
We've got a driver.
Rocco, Lee and Shenton, mega quick a few weeks ago.
No pressure, but you have just seen the fastest time we've seen this year. Do you need a? Have you had a look at the tool yet? Do you need a?
Yeah, I've got one of these tools.
You've got one. Good man.
Wow,
Good
yes.
man. Did he buy it specially for practice? I wonder.
Henry Gregory gave me it.
Henry Gregory gave it to you. Anyway, right. Let's get you. I'm going to walk into shot here. Sorry.
Right, let me hang on.
Rocket in. We're going to have to reset
Judicial moments.
Reset the board. In a moment.
There it is.
Reset. Andrew, I'll let you do the button pressing.
Right, Rocco, you know the rules. For you, it's going to be the other way around. Wets off, dries on, a little bit like we had at Kart Masters last week. Everything's got to be tightened up, back on the spokes. Rocco, Lee and Shenton, the race of your life. Rocco against the world.
Hang on, I'm just gonna...
3, 2, 1, go.
It's a good start. Straight on the nut. I was going with the wheel
it's gone
spin.
this classic tactic.
Someone's watched my my wheel change challenge from the start of the year. Do you know what? As the year's gone on, I've been more and more happy with my effort.
Solid that 3 minutes 26.
Do you know what? If I'd have shown my kart mechanic that time, he would have laughed in my face. I was notoriously not the best at the tools, but hey.
Right.
It's not the I won't. We'll not do any. Anyway, wow, we are remoting 30 seconds wheel off. We could be on for a sub 3 minute.
Sub 3 minute, could we?
I mean, it's definitely possible.
Remarkable. I kind of feel for Ricky a bit because
Right,
that really was
lefty,
a really good
Lucy.
run.
Yeah.
And it could already be going in the next 2 minutes.
I fumbled on one of the wheel nuts. I should have done them up really tight so Rocco's got trouble.
No, Rocco's a strong boy. He's been racing well today. I say we've nearly got one wheel done, and we're not even at 60 seconds yet, Piers.
We're getting there. We had a slight issue there. You can lock the nut head on with a little button. So press that, and that'll lock it on. That's a feature of the Wera Tools Joker there. There's not features on that tool. Great to have the Wera Tools support this year, and also the Wheel Change Challenge has been a good addition to the Paddock show.
I tell you what, this is what I've been waiting for with this challenge all year. We've had 2 really good efforts, and they stepped up to the plate as well.
Volunteers
who said, "Yep, this is my week. I want to have a go at this challenge." I really feel for Ricky here. I think this is going to go.
Do you know what? I think Rocco's in a good position because he is a privateer.
Yeah.
I always see him with dirty hands in the paddock, which
Absolutely.
means that he gets his hands dirty and gets on with it. Cracks on with his dad. Make sure the car's ready.
Come out! Drama!
A fumble. We've gone with a different tactic on the right-hand wheel than we were on the left.
I'm not quite sure why he's done that. It went
He was
so
ahead
well
of the
on
game.
this side.
He was ahead of the game. Rocco, where's the spinning tactic gone?
So
He's
2
forgot
minutes
which way
and
to spin.
5. Rocco, you have got 60 seconds to finish the job.
And he's only got one nut to do after this
But
one.
I think he's got this.
Make sure they're tight. That's 1, 2, last nut. You've got 40. He's gone with the spin to finish off. They must be tight.
Is that it? Let's give him a wiggle. Give him the official
2:23.
wiggle. That feels pretty
Hang
good.
on, let me check the
So
wheel
I
nuts.
walked across the camera there. Are we happy with this, Piers?
Wheel nuts on left are okay. What about wheel nuts right?
I would say, yeah, that is good. Rocco Lee and Shenton, put it there, mate. That is a stonking
There we go.
time.
And good
A bit of
sportsmanship
as well. 2 minutes 23. I'll go and write the time on the board. Well, what a night we've had here in the Wheel Change Challenge. Not one, but 2 new leaders.
Do you want me to hold the mic?
You hold the mic.
Rocco, let's get a post-race interview. Sorry, Wera Tools Wheel Change Challenge. Rocco, you've been visualising this for weeks? Have you been planning in your mind the tactics?
Yeah, but I've never been where to find it. Never known where to find it, but found it today.
Tell you what, if it does rain tomorrow, which is very slim chance, and it rains on the grid, I think your dad's got a good pair of hands to help him.
Yeah, we've got tier impact on, so it'll be even quicker.
But of course, you did pretty well, even if there was no impact. If the gun runs out of juice, then you're going to be in good hands. Talk to us about your weekend so far. You've been there or thereabouts.
Yeah, it's been all right. The first heat we had quite a good pace, but the second heat we lost a bit of pace. But the grip's gone down a little bit, but same for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And of course on the Birrell ART chassis, as you have been for this year so far. Not many people on the Birrell this year, but it has historically gone fairly well, and also around here.
Yeah, a few people on it. I think Katie Donaldson and Alfie Brown's earlier the people that are on it, but it seems a good chassis.
Yeah, you're enjoying it, and I saw you getting a nice fight with a privateer, another privateer, Zach McDonald. He did a lovely move around the outside of turn 1, didn't he?
Yeah, I slowed it down a bit too much, but I know for tomorrow.
You'll know for tomorrow, but no, inside the top 4, I'm sure you'll be happy with that, but we all know that you only ever go for the win, don't you?
Yeah, no second place. sore loser.
Absolutely. Right, let's have a look. Spin round, Luke.
The moment.
Oh, hang on. Here's your mic.
The moment of truth. Rocco Shenton, P1, baby. 2 minutes 23 seconds. That has been our best Wera Tools wheel change challenge of the year so far. If you want to take part, we've still got 3 events to go. It's here at Race Centre at the end of the last race on Saturday. Every single event. If you think you can beat what was a really good effort there from Rocco, 2 minutes and 23 seconds, we'll see you at Wilton Mill, we'll see you at PF International for the remaining events of the year. For now though, Ricky, Louis, Rocco, thank you very much. We'll see you later on. We're going to continue with the rest of the Paddock show.
Yes.
Round the Paddock.
Tell you what, before we move on, that's a hell of a gap as well.
I know, that's a proper effort. I really rate that. Rocco, well done. Let's head on in to the rest of the Paddock. As I say, if you're watching this on the lunch break, hope you've enjoyed the racing so far today. The racing here on Saturday, though, I think has been really solid. I've been interested to see the difference in styles with this being a single header versus a double header. Now, obviously, when we talk about the other engine formulas, we're pretty used to this format, but the IAME drivers, maybe not so much, and they've been rising to the challenge so far this weekend.
Yeah, of course, and it's a good circuit actually, to be honest, to go racing. There's a few overtaking opportunities. You can do turn 1 inside and the cutback, and we've seen outside, as we just mentioned, with Rocco Leon Shenton. Paces and everything, because the toe is pretty strong around here as well.
Yeah. If they're not playing any music, let's have a little wander into Excel.
We wandered in yesterday and there was no one here.
Yeah, there was no one here yesterday, so this is looking a lot better. I'm missing drivers though. I want to talk to some drivers. The Excel guys have been again in their battle with the Forzas. Particularly good to see Bodie Batch running up towards the front. I think what's actually happening is they're all watching the British touring cars. Drivers, let's have a chat. Andy, let's have a chat. Johnston, we had a chat with yesterday as well. Take us to your karts. We'll walk through. Johnston, we'll start with yourself. What happened in that second heat?
Well, Chester Fork spun on one of the corners and I had nowhere to go and I just smashed straight into him.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
That's the most important thing. Andy as well, racing with your brother as well, that's always a good thrill, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very good. We both love to be very competitive and all, but...
And your day, how's it gone?
Not as best as we could. We have some pace, we just need to put it all together and then we can be more up there and fix the starts and just get going more.
One of the questions we were wondering about earlier, single header versus double header, which do you prefer? Is single header harder or is it about the same?
About the same, but I would like a double header better because I like to get into the racing more, so I'm more of a racer.
Hopes for tomorrow?
Just at least the top 10 would be great. Just we need some result for this year.
Good stuff. Andy, Johnson, thanks for talking to us. Great to see the brother-sister duo from Northern Ireland continue to get stronger and stronger. I'd say, probably about a year ago they were, fighting in the mid-20s. Now they're pushing up into the top 20, and when racing luck goes your way, up into the top 10 as well.
It's really good to see drivers move on and move forward, and there's lots of cases of that. We'll talk a bit more about that in a moment, because we've got some very special guests this weekend. We've seen Chris McCarthy, we've heard from all of our amazing guests. We've got talk to us about this at the hands.
We're just discussing some of the action from today, and we have different opinions about some of the moves. That's all, because it's so enthralling to watch this action today.
Neil, you're used to many different forms of motorsport, but particularly in the rally world. What have you made of karting today?
It's fascinating to watch at every level. The sort of the affinity with grip and the affinity with the physics of it. Like everything about this is pure physics racing. It's very similar at the entry level of rallying and rallycross with cross karts as well. Is that seeing the kids coming through and learning everything, and it's all science, and it's about tuning this into what's happening here and underneath you, and then learning a little bit about the engineering, and then if you can lock all of that in together, you're done.
Have you had a particular favourite race of the day?
The one where I was absolutely schooled in commentating by Nicole. So I sat in there and I went, I have no idea what's going on, and she just was an absolute pro. So no, I've been watching everything, and it's just the action is so thick and fast, and at every level. I've just been super impressed. It's been great to see.
And you got the media training session set to go in as we're filming this a few minutes time. Looking forward to that?
Yeah, I am. It's really nice. You know, I'm very aware from speaking to Chris that these young drivers are very talented, but as soon as they start getting interviewed, they don't necessarily know how they how to conduct themselves and how they come across on camera. I was watching Piers doing interviews today, and he's got to, you know, coax words out of these kids that don't necessarily have any experience of that. So Chris's idea was that we came down and actually gave them some real basics, some tricks that hopefully not tricks, it's the wrong word, but techniques that if they apply them now will stand them in good stead this weekend and for the rest of their careers.
Fantastic stuff. Guys, we'll let you get to that. I don't want to get run over by an MG. Chris, it's been great having yourself back in the paddock today.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. So good to be back at a track I used to race at. You know, we've had people from Young Epilepsy's Youth Voice Network here. You know, what myself and Neil have been doing, thanks to, you know, the amazing team at Alpha Live and Motorsport UK, has been able to show them the different areas of the sport and how you can get into it at the entry level of the sport. And that's been fantastic in itself, as well as what we're going to be doing with these media sessions. So just a big thanks to everyone here around the circuit who's been so welcoming to helping us do that.
And the impact that today can have on karting as a sport as well. You know, we had Xander Clements with us last weekend across from the States. We could see what those guys have done in terms of raising the profile, and the drivers being part of that raising of the profile of the sport over the Atlantic. Is the hope that kind of like you do more of these, you build up the confidence more and more for the drivers, so that people could tune in and go, hey, these guys really know what they're talking about and they've got great personalities?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, I think with something like this, it's just a nice way to as Neil said, give people some simple tips that they can then use on in their careers, because now broadcasting is done at such a high level, from karting to club level racing in cars and beyond. So having these tricks is good at all levels, and if we can get that to them now, then they've got a head start. So I think the British Kart Championships will be doing a great thing for these drivers.
I think you guys have thanked a lot of people here, but also a massive thanks to the both of you for giving up your time, because no one's paying you to be here today. You're literally giving your time and expertise to help the next generation, and it's really good to see. And you know, hopefully we'll see some of the people that you help on the ladder all the way up motorsport, or maybe even just stay in karting but become some of the best drivers and best personalities. So thank you to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Amazing. Right, we'll leave you to go and do that. Should we wander?
Yeah, let's have a wander. And yeah, obviously, what I will say about the drivers in this paddock as well, and why it's great to have the guys here this weekend, is that there's already a really good level of the drivers. I know when me and Nicole go out to Europe, per se, we have to almost recalibrate ourselves in a way of there's certain questions that you ask a senior that you wouldn't to an IAME Water Swift restricted driver.
Yeah.
When we go out to Europe, as I say, you almost have to recalibrate yourself and know, oh, actually, your European juniors are almost to a confidence level of an IAME Water Swift driver here, you know, because of the level of exposure that they've had to the cameras.
Yeah, and it's easy to forget when you watch the drivers, even in Water Swift, restricted Water Swift, these up to 13-year-old drivers, they race at such a high level, but they're still 10, 11, 12, 13-year-olds. Like, I mean, Andrew, I can't speak for you, but on my behalf, when I was 12 years old, I couldn't, you know, stand in front of a camera, do an interview and all that, and probably likewise. And we've got a young driver here who's very
Frank
good.
Morris, come on in. Frank, how's your day been?
It's been really good, honestly. We kept on getting PBs and trying to get up, but we got bullied in the first one and then thought I had an issue, so we started slow on the last one. So we're starting 12 tomorrow, which I'm happy with.
But kicking on as well, I very much notice how now you're in the pack now. Yeah. You're now on that pace, so yeah, it's a bit elbows out, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really elbows out, and it's not the easiest thing to do ever. So.
Are you enjoying the challenge of having to fight these drivers? Because a lot of the drivers, you know, they've been doing it a long time, haven't they?
Yeah, and considering we haven't had as much experience as the others, it's kind of worrying me.
Well, it shouldn't be worrying. I'm glad that you're thinking that it's something you need to improve, because identifying areas of improvements is hugely impossible, but enjoy the challenge of it, because one day I'm sure you'll be one of the ones that's teaching the younger drivers like yourself how to do it as well.
Yeah, and I hope I'll do better.
No problem.
Target for tomorrow?
At least in the top 10.
Sounds
stuff.
good.
We'll look out for that. Frank, thanks for the time. Thanks for talking to us. Yeah, it's one of the things that I'm really enjoying about Miami Water Swift Restricted this year in particular. Peers, you know, not just Frank. You know, Benjamin Schliver is a big example of it today.
Very impressive today.
I know I keep going back to it, the near podium at GYG, but that was a bit of that's a surprise in the results. It's not a surprise anymore. He's been consistently up in the top 5 throughout today. Arthur Bowers is another driver I'm going to give a shout out to.
Amazing this weekend. He's been there.
Arthur only did his first round of this championship last time out at PF International, so in terms of that development curve, you know, he's in terms of the time side of things, he's way back from everybody else who had, you know, Warden Law, GYG to get up to speed. You know, you wouldn't have known it from the results today. He was right up there.
But he was up there in every single practice session, deserved to be at the front and was showing it. I fell back away a bit in the first heat, but the second heat was right there or thereabouts.
Right, let's have a chat with the McDonald clan. Zach, good pace today. Bit of bad luck in the qualifying session, but I really like the fact that you were able to drive back through the field inside of row number 4 at the last check. Update me if that's still the case.
Definitely nose cone in the second heat, so I think I'll be about 12th place
You
on the grid.
are intermediate classification 12th, yeah?
Yeah, outside of row 6, which is not a bad position, to be honest. You can get up from there, but yeah, we'll see.
As I say, you've already shown today that you can move up from even further back in the grid, so it's kind of, does it help with the single header that everything's a bit more stretched out and you can take your time?
It does to an extent, like you said, it's all a bit less eventless, a bit less manic and all of that, but I would have liked a double header to get a better qualifying position tomorrow potentially. But it is what it is. Now I'm starting 12th, so I've just got to make it up.
Question, Zach. I caught up with you briefly after that final heat today. You mentioned that you're potentially slightly more recently experienced than some of the drivers here this weekend, which accounts for potentially some of the good results you've had this weekend. But how much do you put down to the good results and your good pace this weekend to knowing the circuit? How much of it is just confidence, knowing you're coming to a circuit you race out often?
100%. Knowing the circuit is probably one of the most important things in karting, because if you don't know a circuit, you don't know where you're around, you don't know the lines. I'd say it's 80% of your pace just comes from knowing your way around, having that pace, knowing before that you've had good results around circuits like this, because I've had pretty good results around this circuit and comes into this weekend knowing that I can be near the front, and I've raced drivers at the top of the grid this weekend.
And similarly as well, you came through the field really nicely in that second heat, knowing how the traffic falls, where the incidents are, being able to see how things unfold.
Yeah, you know the overtaking opportunities, that's the main thing. If you know where to go through the move, where they're not going to come back at you, it means that you can really find your way through the grid, make sure they don't have a go back at you, hold you up, which means you can get forward towards the front like I did in the second heat.
Well, use that as a confidence, because you can do it, and we've seen you right up at the front. You can do it when we go anywhere, I'm sure.
100%. I'm going to hopefully do that tomorrow from 12th.
Fantastic stuff. Zach, thanks for your time. Brilliant job as ever, and we'll see how the number 280 gets on tomorrow.
Love to see so many privateers doing so well. He was fighting with Rocco Leon Shenton, fourth and fifth in that second heat. We don't often see that, but that's nothing against the privateers, but it's harder when you've not got the might of a team of experience behind you.
Well, yeah, it's one of the things that, you know, we saw to an extent at Kart Masters last week. You know, I had to feel for Enzo Butterazzi when we had that changeover, because he didn't have the might of a Fusion Motorsport behind him. You know, doesn't take away from the job that Fusion Motorsport did in that incredible turnaround of not one but 2 damaged karts. But also shows the performances like that today and other performances last week at Kart Masters, it can be done. It's not one of those things of if you've not got the team, you don't stand a chance. So yeah, that's really good. Have we got any drivers in MDL? I don't think we popped in here yesterday during the build-up show.
No, we didn't. No drivers.
No drivers. We've got team members. We've got a driver.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
How was your day? Talk to us about it.
It wasn't too bad. Usually I do junior road tax, and this is my first ever time driving a Junior X30, so it was a very new experience for me, but we actually haven't had that bad results. Qualifying we screwed up, as always, and in the heats I finished 14th from about 22nd, and especially for my first time here, no, not here, but my first time in an X30, and everyone else on the grid has had 1 to 2 years of experience experience. I think I've had a very good weekend so far.
Absolutely. Well, for those of you who have been just tuning into Miami, remind us who you are, what number you are.
I'm John Richardson and number 668.
Number 668. John, what are the differences in terms of actual driving that you find the difference between like a Rotax and an X30?
So in a Rotax, I think it's a lot more smoother, and in this, I think you have to be a lot more physical. Like after some of the sessions, I couldn't really feel my arms. But also, I think you've got a lot more torque out of the corners, and it feels better to drive, but apart from that, I don't really see that many differences.
Similar in pace?
Yeah. Compared to my junior Rotax times, they're basically identical.
What's your hope for tomorrow? What are you thinking about this evening looking into tomorrow's finals?
So I think our goal for the final is to get top 10. If I get top 10, I'll be very happy with myself, but I'm very happy where I am in 15th, but I think top 10 is my target for this weekend.
Great, there we go. Well, we'll see how you get on. Thank you very much for chatting to us.
John Richardson there. Good to have John back in the paddock. I want to move a little bit further down because we didn't quite get to the end of the paddock. BMR, thank you very much. You can turn your music back up now.
You got a big boo there, Andrew.
Yeah, I did get a big boo.
You turned the music on, you didn't even go talk to them.
Building. They've not got any drivers kicking around. You don't want to talk to mechanics.
Disappointing, yeah. Really unfortunate for Derek Morgan. Didn't see him complete the laps he would like to in qualifying. He was actually very fast in practice, up inside the top 5 in the second, FP4, I think he was. He'll be fighting his way through the fields.
Yeah, and Derek's had good results here in the past as well, so I don't think is all hope lost, particularly over the course of those 3 races tomorrow. Just see if Gus Lawrence is up for a quick chat in the PF International karting awning. Gus, whoa, that was another exciting day for us in the box, watching you and Freddie and Zach and the Harrisons go wheel to wheel. How was it from your perspective?
No, obviously qualifying was very close, like second, and I think it was 200ths, but I got a bit of traffic and whatnot, so I believed I could have been pole. The first heat definitely missed a little bit of speed compared to the rest, but then we made some alterations, and definitely in that second heat it was faster for sure, but it's just the way the racing plans out, defending and standard procedure, it's just frustrating. So that was that, but I think with those 2 heats I guess I'm third overall, so maybe start third for the super heat tomorrow if that's how it works. I'm not too sure. It's a slightly different format to what we're not normally doing.
Just go out there and drive.
yeah. So I guess I'll be third. I'm not sure. If not, starting second again. So points being prizes. So we'll just keep chipping away and get a good position for the final.
We noted in the box, or at least I noted, and I might be talking complete rubbish, that it's that stage of the season now where we're into the run-in. I noticed it was yourself, it was Freddie, it was Zach keeping your heads today, and it was the junior graduates who maybe weren't quite taking it, thinking long game today. Is that something that you think about when you're at the wheel of the kart?
I think being obviously one of the older ones, I definitely race a bit more sensible and focus on trying to go forwards, where sometimes the younger ones that move up, they get into a sensible position and just defend. And I think I was saying earlier, I don't remember the racing being like this a couple of years ago. It's just really bad for defending at the minute, and I think that's worldwide. Like when you watch it, Europe and whatnot, they just get in front and white line it and defend, and it's frustrating. But
I have to agree.
Like you work hard in practice to try and go as fast as possibly you can to get to the race and just drive around the inside, and it's not racing. So saw a little bit of that in that heat there, but it's early days yet, so we'll see how it plans out.
Gus, your outlook, because you've won championships before, you won 3 of them in this category exactly. When it's as close as it has been this weekend, I mean, I think it was top 20 covered by 3 tenths or 4 tenths, something stupid like that.
Yeah, this track it's quite a short track, so it's tight. Yeah,
and you've kind of almost evaded opportunity of a really bad weekend number 1 by being up there and qualifying. And it seems like that final race, the heat 2, it was almost less about pace on circuit. Everyone in the top 5 or 6 had the similar pace. It's all about place in the car. Is that the way you see it?
Yeah, obviously you just want to have a clean race and finish, and again, like it's close racing. The lap time is very tight for everyone, but again, if you make a mistake, you're definitely still going to lose a tenth or 2 here and there, so you just need to drive as consistent as you can and focus on going forwards, really.
And beyond this weekend as well, flying the flag for British karting over to the States again?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going back next week, racing again next week there. So it's finish off here, day at home, get it all the suit washed, and then fly on Tuesday. So no, I enjoy it when I go racing there.
Racking up the air miles.
It's different. It's like, I would say the racing there is like England maybe 5 or 10 years ago, where it's really good racing. It's really good. Everyone's focused on trying to go fast and good speed. Racing's clean over there. It's good. I enjoy it. it's just different. Like when you've done it for a long time, like I have, it's good making a change and racing against different people and seeing different tracks.
And making an impact in a good way. Gus, thanks for your time. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Gus Lawrence there, our reigning X30 senior British champion. We'll carry on. How many minutes have we got? We've got
6 minutes.
5 or 6 minutes.
Should we duck in premium?
If they've got any drivers, we had a little. Oh, right, they've got a driver, Morgan Moore. We'll have a chat with the Irishman. Morgan, we didn't see you at Kart Masters last week. What was up?
I just done my shoulder in a few weeks ago, so I decided to give it a skip, so I'd be right for this weekend, the important one.
But you're in the top 10 today. Another solid day of pace. Working on the karts as well. Any setup changes, major setup changes, or are you pretty fine with where things are overnight?
No, a few little things we're going to do, just small changes. Struggling a little bit for grip in the second heat, so try and sort that out.
And you're in that big pack as well. So we've just had a chat with Gus Lawrence, him at the very front, some of the more experienced boys taking it calmer. You're right in that mix of drivers, particularly the ones stepping up from juniors last year. From your perspective, what's gone well and what do you think you'll be maybe trying differently tactically tomorrow?
Hopefully, I think we're on the outside for tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get a good start from there. And just try and race smart, race well. Try and get away well at the start, see where we can go from there. It's all to play for.
And what have you made of some of your teammates' pace as well? I mean, Freddie's been lightning quick so far this weekend. Harrison's getting back into the game of things as well. Do you think as a team you could work together tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Fred and Harrison, obviously quick drivers. And obviously our my new teammate Sam Lewis, good addition to the team. Good to see some interest in the team.
Target for tomorrow?
Decent result, maybe a podium if we can scratch one out, but a nice top 5 would do.
Good man. We'll see you tomorrow. Morgan Moore there. Thanks for your time, Morgan, and the premium karting team. I always enjoy talking to Morgan because he always has a really, in my opinion, positive attitude to his racing. He always wears a smile. So, and good to see him back. I would have loved to have seen him on the grid last weekend for Kart Masters, but given a little. Running with a little bit of a knock, I can understand the reasons for not going. Oh yeah, not going in.
Yeah, I mean, it's physical out there, especially this weekend. I saw a few of the drivers generally towards the lower end of the grids. They were coming in and they're like trying. Their hands were they're hunching over the steering, giving themselves a breather. Generally, the drivers at the front of the field are racing so often that they're absolutely conditioned and they're pretty much on it. But it is physical out there. This circuit especially, so many quite long corners that, you think about, you've got Dan Weldon at the top, that goes on for 3 or 4 seconds. You have to hit the curbs in places, quite high grip around here, and you also have to hold the car. You have to hold the brakes into a lot of the corners here, keep the kart stable. As soon as you let your body go loose in the kart round here, you have a little slide and then you lose a tenth, and we've seen, especially senior and junior, a tenth, you can see 3 or 4 rows down.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I want to try and head this way if we've got a bit of time, because we haven't caught any KZ2 drivers so far. We had a lot of KZ2 yesterday on the build-up show, but given that this is their last round of the season, we're not going to have a chance to talk to the KZ2 drivers between now and the end of the season. Let's indeed do talk KZ2. I was running around with wheel change challenge things when qualifying was happening, so you have to report in on what happened there.
Well, it was Jake Weston actually that got pole position. It was basically out of nowhere. I spoke to him after the session. He was like, I wasn't really expecting that. Everyone thought it was going to be potentially Ella Stevens. She's been up there. Now, if I get my notes, I'm pretty sure she was topping most of the sessions.
She was, yeah.
Let me get my.
But the thing with Jake, I'm gonna tip my own hat there. Jake was quick here last year.
He was.
He was very, obviously he's changed. He was with the Moore Racing guys last year, if my memory serves me correctly. My memory from that weekend's a bit fuzzy. 12 months ago, but he's got good pace round here inherently, irrespective of what he's in. So it's not for me at least, it's not a huge surprise that Jake's up there. Now the big question is, can he get the starts? Can he get the early phases of the races? I think the early phases of the heats are going to be really, really important tomorrow to set the tone for where this British title is going to go.
Well, you touched on it yesterday in the build-up show. You spoke to Ella Stevens briefly and said you've got the starts sorted, and she said I don't want to speak too soon. But the starts around here are critical because it's one of the harder tracks to overtake actually, because you've basically got the main overtaking point and down towards turn 1, and then the rest of the circuit, realistically, the driver ahead doesn't make a mistake, and they don't very often in KZ because of the calibre of drivers. It's very hard to get through because that last corner they go in such a tight line that it's often impossible to get through without a mistake.
I have spotted and KZ2 driver, a Morgan Porter, back in the paddock. Morgan, firstly, fantastic to have you back, mate, in the paddock in a racing capacity. How's today gone for you?
Pretty steady. I struggled yesterday. Well, first time being back in the kart in 2 years. So yeah, just sort of getting grips to it yesterday. A little bit with the tyre as well, because we're limited to 2 sets in the testing. Obviously, you can only do like one day really on one set of tyres and another day on another set of tyres. So we changed this morning to our second set of practice, and then obviously started to get a bit more of a feeling for it. And in the end, like towards the end of the day, we were like top 5, top 4, or thereabouts anyway for the racing tomorrow, which is always good.
Just a note on that, you said you've been out of the kart a while. Just talk to us, people at home. It's not just being fit, is it? Because kart fit is very much a thing.
Yeah, no, it's quite a big thing. So obviously I do coaching as well, so I get in the kart every now and then, but still, being out of the kart for like 3 months and then jumping back in even after that, it still drains your body a lot.
Yeah.
And then KZ is obviously another level as well.
Oh, 100%.
I ended up doing like a club race here, funny enough, not too long ago in May, and that was an X30, and it's a lot different to jumping into an X30 than it is to a KZ. So yeah, definitely finding it physical, but nonetheless, I think I'm better off than most other people that would jump back into it.
You've had a lot of experience over the years. And P4 in qualifying, is that half of the course, above or below where you expected?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of happy with that. I expect better for myself, to be honest with you, but it's put me there for tomorrow. And you know, when you get into the racing anyway, you pick up the last little bits that you always need. So there for the front tomorrow. Hopefully I can get off the line. That's a big thing. But yeah,
don't have to do that next 30.
No, exactly. So I'll figure that hopefully out tomorrow, at least by the final, and then we should be good.
Last question, Morgan. I'm going to put you on the spot. You've had a lot of time in this game. You've won the title yourself. Who do you see being British champion in 24 hours' time?
Well, I'm not too focused on the KZ. Obviously, I've been out of it for the last sort of 2 years. I know obviously it's between, I think, Ella, Oliver and Miles. So I know it's between those 3. Judging off how qualifying's going, I think it's going to be pretty close, because obviously she's on the front row, but it's on the outside as well. So she might get shuffled back a little bit in the racing. And then obviously Oliver's there as well, so I think it's going to be really close, and it will probably go down right the way to the final. So it'll be interesting for everyone. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's the Jade look really strong. But obviously, I hope the best for Miles because he's my teammate and a super nice guy as well. So
absolutely, Morgan. Great to see you back, mate. Thank you for your time. We're going to wrap up there for the Paddock Show for Event 7 of the Wera Tools Motorsport UK British Kart Championships. If you're with us on Saturday evening, do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Give the broadcast a little thumbs up as well. It really does help us out. If it's Sunday lunchtime and you're watching this, get ready for it. This is it. 5 massive finals coming right at you, including that title decider for the 2025 KZ2 Motorsport UK British Karting Championship title. Here we go, here at Kimbolton.